Bob Mason from FX Empire, and welcome to the Daily Crypto Tech Review with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. Looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, the day's support, resistance and pivot levels, and the Fibonacci's. It is Wednesday the 26th of May. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against the US dollar and the hourly candlesticks, bearish start to the day. Getting to see Bitcoin move back through the pivot at 38,227 to take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 40,000. Support from the broader market is going to be needed for Bitcoin to break out from yesterday's high. It was at 39,829.4. So barring an extended rally, I would expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, got 38.2% fib at 41,592 and the second major resistance level at 41,602 to cap any upside. Failure to move back through the pivot will bring the first major support level of 36,625 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should still clear sub 35,000 levels. Second major support level sits at 34,853. Looking at the MACDs, we had a narrowing of the bearish histograms, so going to be looking out for a bullish cross at the turn of the day. On the EMAs, 50 has narrowed on the 100 and the 200, so again looking out for a possible bullish cross there. So keep through the early part of the day, move back through the pivot at 38,227 and back through to 39,000 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Moving across to Ethereum against the US dollar, also bearish start. You need to see Ethereum avoid the pivot at 2620 to take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 2856. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ethereum to break out from the 38.2% fib at 2740, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, could see Ethereum target the 23.6% fib at 3369 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 3004. A fall through the pivot would bring the first major support level at 2471 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 2300 levels. Second major support level sits at 2235. Looking at the MACD, slight narrowing of the bullish histogram after yesterday's late bullish cross, but nothing conclusive there, so need to keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, the 50 has moved away marginally from the 100, narrowing in on the 200, supporting further upside ahead. So key would be to avoid the pivot, break back through the 38.2% fib at 2740 to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will come into play. Moving across to Litecoin against the US dollar, tracking the broader market bearish start. Going to need to see Litecoin move back through the pivot at 182 to take a run at the first major resistance level, staying at 197. Going to need to see support from the broader market. Litecoin's breakout from yesterday's high, that was at 194.89. Barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 200 to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, could see Litecoin target resistance at 220 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 210. Failure to move back through the pivot would bring the 62% fib at 174 and the first major support level at 169 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should avoid some 160s. Second major support level sits at 155. Looking at the MACDs, we had a bullish cross at the turn of the day, but it's still on the pinch, so no clear direction from the MACDs as yet, so need to keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, the 50 has narrowed marginally on the 100 and the 200, however, so that suggests possible upside ahead. So key would be to move back through the pivot at 182 and break back through to 190 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Moving across to Ripple's XRP against US dollars, bearish start to the day. We need to see Ripple's XRP move back through the pivot at 9727 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 1.0633. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 1.0 levels and break out from yesterday's high. It was at 1.05906. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 1.1 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, could see Ripple's XRP to target 1.2s before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 1.1497. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 0.8853 and the 62% fib at 0.8573 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should avoid sub 0.80 levels. Second major support level sits at 0.7956. Looking at the MACD, a slight widening of the bearish histogram at the turn of the day, supporting this early upside. On the EMA, the 50 is closing in on the 100 and narrowing on the 200, however, so we need to keep an eye on that. Further narrowing would support a recovery of the early losses. So key would be to move back through the pivot at 0.9727 and break back through to 1.0 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, and support levels will be in play.